Look at this guy. He thinks he's putting in some work, reading a book. But oh man, look what he has behind. Netflix on. Oh no, what are you doing? Oh, he's scrolling on Insta, man. Look at his desk. He has his friend on the line. Damn Netflix, man. And Insta? Come on. And look at his notes. Yeah, he's working so hard.
Starts the timer on his clock and gets to work. Nothing on the desk but the book and the notebook. Taking some notes, thinking about what he read, how he can apply, not getting distracted by a single thing. Done. Stop the timer. Gives you a thumbs up. Perfect. That's deep work. First of all, what is deep work? According to Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, the state of distraction-free concentration. Okay, it's a bit complicated, but it's very simple. Distraction-free concentration, where your brain works at max potential. It's possible. Your brain can work at max potential. But the condition is, according to the definition, it needs to be in a distraction-free environment. That is the definition of deep work. It's a skill that you can start building. Why and how? In 1974, Bill Gates used deep work to create the first version of BASIC, and BASIC became the foundation of Microsoft, the billion-dollar company that he has now. But the only way he created that is through deep work, and he wasn't born with deep work, it's a skill he built. Second proof, Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, doubled the output of research papers while raising a family, while writing a best-selling book which was Deep Work, and while teaching at a high-level university. He doubled the output of research papers in the same hour that he was putting in because of deep work. Because he learned how to use max potential in his brain. It's a skill. And who knows, you might even build something that's better than them. You too have a brain. They just learned how to use it to their own advantage, how to reach max potential. And why does this work? Why does deep work work? It's very interesting. Neuroscientists discovered that intense periods of focus in isolated fields of work, okay, with no distractions, what does this cause? It causes myelin to grow in the brain. What is myelin? Myelin is white tissue that develops around neurons, okay, and allows brain cells to fire faster and cleaner. This is what I meant by upgrading your own mind. Once you put yourself in intense periods of focus, this means full focus on what you're doing. In isolated fields of work, for you to put deep focus in, you can't have distractions around. But once a person does these things, what are the results? Myelin develops in the brain, and myelin allows brain circuits to fire more effortlessly and more effectively. So the more deep work you put in, the more you do your best to develop the skill, the more you're upgrading your own mind to fire faster, to fire cleaner, more effortlessly, more effectively. How cool is that? That's insane. While you're putting in deep work, you're actually upgrading your own mind, which is a superpower. And this is becoming increasingly more rare in today's world. You and I both know, man, the technologies that are developing, and every single day, the apps that are coming out, and so many things, so many distractions around us, man. Deep work is becoming so rare, which means if you develop this skill, you will be ahead of millions. It's a skill and it's a superpower. Now, how can a person develop? The first point, a positive mental attitude. You probably don't hear this from many YouTubers, okay, from many people, but because I was in racing and because I've done the research for this video, a positive mental attitude is by far the most important thing for a person to produce and achieve in anything he's doing. They once did an experiment. They saw the difference between the top 5 tennis players in the world and the top 50. Okay, the only difference between them was not skill, was not their discipline, was not their diet, their eating, their training, no, none of that. The only difference was their attitude towards the game. The top 50, once they lose a point, they become negative. They build a negative attitude. They start complaining. How did I miss the shot? What's this play? What am I doing, man? That shot was horrible. Why is this happening? They get into a negative loop. And how does that affect the next point and the next and the next? Horribly. The top 5, even if they lose a point, they focus on keeping a positive mental attitude. It's fine, I lost this point, I gave it my all. Watch my next point. I'm happy to be here. I worked to be on this court. I put hours of training to be on this court. And I'm gonna enjoy it. And I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna put a smile on my face. Carlos Alcaraz, I think number 2 in the world right now. You should have seen him, man, in Wimbledon final. Wimbledon is one of the biggest tournaments in tennis. On match point, the pressure is huge. He was smiling. On match point. So for anyone to put in deep work, you need to have a positive mental attitude. Being negative will not allow you to be in a deep work state. Will not allow a person to put intense periods of focus into the work that he's doing. Over a long period of time, if you're negative, you're not going to do it. This is why focusing on building this positive attitude is needed. Even for me in racing, every time I was negative, I would lose. Every time I was positive and enjoying the drive, enjoying the race, I would win. And I would perform amazingly and I would do the best laps. every single time. So being positive will help you to put in deep work. Okay? How can you do this? Ask yourself, how can I turn the situation I'm in into a positive? What's a positive I can find here? How can I speak to myself in a positive way? These 3 questions are very effective, and you can use them to get into that state of deep work. Align what you work on with your strengths and personality. Either focus on working on something that you actually love, that you're interested in, because once you find something you're interested in, putting in deep work will become effortless. It'll be so easy for you to focus on something you love. But we don't always work on things that we love, do we? What do you do if there's something you don't like? You link it to your family or someone you care about. I'm gonna give a story. One of my close friends, when he was in school, he loved math, physics, and sciences, okay? He loved math and sciences, and he would do excellent in them, get 90s easily, because he loved them. It was easy, he could put deep work and get the results. But all the other subjects, geography, history, philosophy, English, Arabic, all the other things, he hated them. I asked him how to do it. He told me, I don't want my dad, to put all this money for me in school and for me to fail. So because he feared, not was afraid, he didn't want his father to put all that money for him to fail, he would put in deep work. And he would get the job done. So link what you work on with your strengths and personality. This will help you so much into putting in deep work in anything you're doing. Either find something you truly love and put in deep work in that, or link it to your family. Planning. The Eisenhower matrix system. It sounds pretty fancy, but it's very simple. Everything starts with a plan. My grandma, she's 83 years old, and she's more productive than you and me. She does things in her day, man, that you can't think that an 83-year-old woman can do. I asked her, how does she do it? Program. That's the #1 lesson from my grandma, program. And the Eisenhower matrix system is planning your day. If you don't plan your day, you won't be able to put deep work in the tasks that you want to do. What's the Eisenhower matrix? I do this every single day. Get a board, my whiteboard, okay? And on the left side, I put all the tasks that I want to do in the day. Everything that I have to do in the day, I put it over here. And then, on the right and over here, I split them into priorities. Once you prioritize your tasks, you'd be able to put in deep work in each one of them. Because if you have so many things you want to do in your day and no plan, you're going to be confused. You're going to be doing one but thinking about the other and thinking about the other. Once you plan it out, it'll be so much easier for you to put deep work in each one of them. How do you split it? Urgent, important. I hope you can see this. Urgent, important. Okay? That's the first thing. And the second column, not urgent, important. This is one way that can help you to put deep work in each one of your tasks. Because again, you might have so many things you want to finish in your day. You might have school, you might want to read a book, you might want to go out, you might want to create your own business, you might want to start anything. But to put deep work in every single one of your tasks, you need to plan out your day. Write down everything you have to do in your day, then split them into priorities. Urgent, important is the first thing you need to get done in your day. And you put that, and you go and you do it. And you put a tick next to it after you're done. Cool. You split it into tasks. Urgent, important. Not urgent, but still important. The whole point of a plan is structuring your day by priorities to put in deep work into each one. Because if you have so many things you want to get done, but no plan, you're going to be confused. This is exactly what happened with me for many months. But only after I started to plan, I was able to focus on each thing by itself. Finish one, tick, move to the next. Finish the next, move to the third, etc, etc. And that's how you put your best in each one of the tasks that you have in front of you. But hey, you put in the plan, then you want to work, then your friends call you. WhatsApp notifications start to pop on your laptop, or on your phone, or on your watch. The definition of deep work is state of distraction-free concentration. Trust me when I say this. I've always worked in a regular state, if we can say, and then once I started to find out what deep work is and do my best to do that, man, the results were completely different. Once you work and WhatsApp notifications pop up, and your friends call you, and your mom goes inside the door, and there's noise outside, and there's noise outside on the street, and so many distractions, your output in that hour is way less than once you don't have distraction. The only way for a person to reach max potential and to achieve to his very best in that hour is when there are 0 distractions around you. So, for this step, think about the problems that might arise in this hour that you're working. Your friends might call you. What's the solution? Put the phone outside. This is what CEOs do, by the way. For the next 6 months, they project what problems might arise in their business, and they prepare to solve them, or to prevent them from happening in the first place. And this is a very smart way to work. It's very effective. You want to work for the hour, your friends might call. What's the solution? Put the phone outside. WhatsApp notifications might pop up. Close WhatsApp. You might get distracted on YouTube videos. Block YouTube. Or download, this is what I did. I downloaded thumbnail remover. So now once I go on YouTube, all I see is the titles. Before, when I used to go on YouTube, I used to get distracted. Okay, because I used to see the thumbnail, I used to see a car, Michael Schumacher, or like a Ferrari or a Porsche or something. Yeah, think about the potential problems that might arise and clear your space from distractions for you to achieve the very best in that hour. The routine is something that is very important. Every single athlete has a routine before their performance. They warm up physically, they put some music, they warm up mentally, and they discuss the plan with their team. It's very important to get yourself into a state of mind before working, before your performance. Deep work is a performance. It is that serious. This hour that you have, you need to treat it very seriously. If you take his advice, I promise you, you will benefit. If a person treats this hour as it's just an hour in the day, you're not going to really give it your all. But if you take it very seriously and treat this hour as a holy hour in your day, you're not going to let anything affect you. And you're going to prepare yourself for that performance. For me, before every single performance, I still remember, in racing, okay, I'd put either Time by Hans Zimmer or Lost But One by Hans Zimmer. Those are music, that's the songs that I used to put. Or Walk of Life or Life is a Highway, depending on my mood before the race. It's a song in Need for Speed, okay? It's called Marshall Motors by Nathan First. First, F-U-R-S-T, Need for Speed, okay? It's instrumental, no lyrics or anything, but I'd put that. And when I put that, I remind myself what I want to do in this hour. Because you're gonna have so many thoughts flying around in your mind, and you're not gonna be fully focused on that performance. But once you put the music, you remind yourself, in this hour, I will not get distracted. I have this, and that to do. I will maintain a positive attitude. I will follow the plan. I will do this, I will do that. You remove the music and you're ready for work. That's the whole point of a routine. Directs your thoughts and focus and concentration for you to achieve your objective in the next hour. So these are the steps, in my opinion, for anyone to get into a deep work state. Positive attitude, step number 1. Align what you work on with your strengths and personality. Plan your day. The Eisenhower matrix. Sounds fancy, but it's not. 4. Limit distractions. And 5. Have a routine. So those are the steps. If you follow them, let me know the results. If there's anything I can improve on in the video, please write it down in the comments. I want to improve, of course. If you found the info valuable, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.